I should have got fresh coffee. I should have got fresh coffee. Hello, my gorgeous gems. Grand rising. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Again, we are in my bedroom because that's where we perform best at, right? And I do mean with our meditations, our peaceful and our quiet. Oh, so how is everybody? I did see a few new subscribers to my channel over the weekend. Joe G, thank you. This is your shout out to say thank you for sending some new subscribers my way. I absolutely love it. I appreciate you so, so very much, Joe G. I know I don't get there like I used to, but hopefully we can get back to that. So, sip, sip. Everybody got their favorite Monday coffee cup? If not, go get it. Go get it right now. Today we are using our Irish cup. Rooted, Tiffany, Phoenix, Fogo. Oh my God, who else is here? Mo. All right, we're just gonna keep letting you guys roll in here. Grand Rising, you beautiful people. How was your weekend? Rooted, how is your mom? I am Lulu. Hello. First time with you, hoping to learn about shadow work. Well, you are definitely in the right spot, but I'm probably not like most other shadow workers, right? So on my channel, since you're here and we're waiting on our brother Thomas to come in. Good morning, Teresa Ford. I haven't seen you in what? So excited to see you. So basically, I'm a shadow worker, right? I think that those that have come out of the shadow are the ones that are supposed to be guiding people, right? If you don't have any shadow, I guarantee you this is not the channel for you because I am a big fan of cursey words. I enjoy throwing my transparency out there. I enjoy throwing dark, ugly, horrible shit about myself out there. If I can't use my own pain as strength, laughter and learning, then I can't expect anyone else to either. So in this channel, we do a lot of laughing, we do a lot of lifting, and we do shadow work, but I do shadow work privately. On the channel, we do fun, uplifting stuff. Every Monday, we do meta messages, which is a direct personal message to the gems that request one from Metatron, also known as Enoch. Occasionally Azazel might come through, Miles might come through. Shakina is always here. For those of you who do not know who Shakina is the female counterpart to Metatron, also known as the silver light that Metatron flies with. Well, I was born in the 70s too, and there definitely ain't no snowflakes around here. So you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. And we'll go ahead and start dropping them me's in. I do have a moderator. I technically don't have a moderator here yet, but if you guys want to get in there and jump on them, we will get them going. And I guess we're just gonna have to start telepathy calling for our what? TT? Hi, beautiful. Y'all, for those, the new ones, and for those that already know, Spirited Tribe Talks with Deborah. That is my real life aunt. I absolutely cannot go anywhere. She is my tree. And I am so glad that she stopped in to make sure that we are all on top of our healing. So, absolutely reach out, say hello. And it's Monday. And I know it has been a minute since I have had all this energy and I have had a stack of decks ready to go. Linda, hi. Oh, well, in theory, you beautiful gems got this for me, and I have wore it with the exception of the last 2 Mondays. I pretty much wear it every time I'm live. So, yes, it is me. I absolutely love my crown, and I cannot live without it. I literally can't live without. I'll be walking around Pensacola with my crown on, and motherfuckers be looking at me, and I'd be like, "Is something on my face? Is there something on my face?" Unfortunately, Hypnicity, I did. I had to move. Thomas and I had a huge flood. I lost my entire bedroom. The flood basically took out my bedroom, and the landlord had to break the lease so that she could basically sue the tenants that were responsible for all of the damage. But I am in Pensacola. I am originally wanted to be in Florida from the get go, but for those that have followed my journey, you know I ended up in Texas, which is okay because I was born in Houston. So, Lord, you all gave her ass a crown. Yes, TT, they gave me a crown. And it's not just any old crown, you guys. This is titanium rubbed rainbow quartz crystals. So it's epic energy. They're all smoked. Oh, it's epic. It's epic. All right, we will get this going. Phoenix, are you here? Oh, that coffee is cold. I need a refill. And somebody, okay, you know what? This is so out of character, but here we go. Oh, and I have a missed call. Is this a missed call from not Brother Thomas? Brother Thomas.
Hi, hello.
Well, everybody wave. We're missing you.
I'm in the chat.
I don't see you.
I'm like way down.
Oh, way down? Okay, well, I haven't got that far yet. All right. Well, everybody, Brother Thomas is here. We will get started. All right.
Yeah, right. Phoenix is your first.
Thank you very much. Y'all know how me and Brother Thomas are. He can't get away from me. Okay, I do actually have some beautiful meta messages ready to go. So, Phoenix, I have your meta message if you are here and ready. Absolutely, Teresa. I got you. I got you. I got you. So today is they've actually added something into meta messages that's absolutely never been here before, right? It's one of my shadow decks. It's not just one of my shadow decks, but it is absolutely probably my favorite deck in the whole wide world. And it is because my cousin, Intuitive Ella, created it, right? So I am using the Kindred Chaos and obviously Kindred Chaos. And my card is obviously those that know the cards, because you've seen them on Wednesdays when I do shadow work with you guys, is the Ouija card. So let's see if I pop up in any of your guys' things. So today we are going to cast a spotlight on a possible shadow that could be looming in that subconscious that knows us better than we know ourselves. We just choose not to listen to our subconscious, which is consciously normal. Subconsciously, it's not normal. So it's a way of training our brains to learn to trust the subconscious, right? So I have handpicked out 10 gorgeous messages for you beautiful gems this morning with one little extra something something at the very end. I don't know if it is specifically for someone that is going to be coming in late or if it is a collective for all of y'all. And I just snagged my dang on shirt with my jewelry. The life of a damn woman. But Mo taught me how to refeed it, so I'm going to see if I can refeed it back in. Or I'm just going to take my jewelry off. I don't know which one. Okay. All right, Phoenix, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, okay. Okay, so there is something in your shadow, and like I said, today we're not going to focus on the shadow. We're just going to shine a little spotlight on it so that you for yourself can see what it is. So it's nesting, right? So when you think about it, it's not actually a bad thing. But when it is renting free space in your head and in your soul and in your heart, and like it's just living rent free, it ain't contributing, it ain't benefiting you, it's nesting, right? So we're gonna get rid of it. And I can't believe I get to toss cards finally. I love to toss me some cards. So anyway, we spotted that, we see it, but how are we going to help it? Well, we have a little creature that's coming in, right? So you have a gnome that's coming in, and the gnome is also going to tell you the message that they want you to have, the message that they paired that with, and we're literally using the creature from one card and the message from the other creature deck, and the message is intentional stillness. So the message from this little creature is intentional stillness. So a gnome is going to be there to help you realize and focus when you need that subconscious to work on those nesting things that are happening, right? Now, as we dig a little bit deeper, there is something going on, right? You do need to replenish something with a comparison, right? So comparing these two trees, literally, it would be stupid, right? When you're looking at two different trees, those trees have a very intentional purpose. That's why they're here, right? Whether it's bamboo, oak, maple, bonsai, redwood, shagbark, hickory, whatever that tree's reason for being here, it is what it is, right? But when you put them side by side with another tree that is brown and probably full of oak wisdom, and this is a bamboo over here that just started and it just shoots up when it's ready, it doesn't look as old or mature, right? Who are we to judge it? We aren't going to judge it, and we are not going to compare them because they do have different parts. So, something in your well that maybe you don't recognize as needing its own nourishment is literally got you at an empty spot in your hope cup, right? So, how are we going to refill that hope cup? We are literally going to stop comparing something to something else, right? When you have a field full of flowers, they are gorgeous wildflowers, right? But when you start comparing this blue one to this purple one, but that white one, when you start literally comparing them and saying, well, I like this one better, or I like this one better, or this one's bigger, or this one's prettier, whatever, you literally start taking the power away from them that they found to grow together. They aren't growing together to compete. They are growing together for a community, right? They nourish and feed off of each other's root system that we on top of the earth can't see about what's going on in them roots at the bottom, right? So they are remembering to nourish each other. So remember that when you're going back in to fill your hope cup, do not compare what your head is telling you versus what your heart is telling you. Give them their own track, their own space, and they will fill up accordingly. Leave that one right there because we're coming back in with a hollow bone, right? So when I think about the hollow bone and I think about the cross that has come together and why they paired these two energies together, what I can say is that it is a staple of faith. Right. So when we believe in something and we put faith in something, we are honoring it. Right. So that is exactly what the mentality needs to be when you go into organizing and understanding that what is for you needs to have its own place and space. How's that saying go? A place for everything and everything in its space, or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but TT's here and TT probably knows. But anyway, you have to have that in your everyday life, right? So when you take this hollow bone, right, this is a teachable card. This is a moment when you get to yourself understand you differently because you are teaching you something brand new. So allow that to come in, but use your faith, use your symbols, use your ancestry, use your family line if you have a strong family dynamics or a good friend line, or you just have a good source book that you go to, or whatever it is you choose to have your faith in. Allow that person or that entity to be a part of you making this very intentional list and making sure that you are not comparing them, but you are absolutely making them feel like they are meant to be part of you. So don't take from one to feel the other. Make sure that you are doing it equally. And that's the message I've got for you, babe. That was a loud bang. Tiffany Tisdale book. Hey. TT, you go rest. You go rest. But keep your phone in your hand because you can chat and lay down and rest. Unless you have Queenie. You might not be able to if Queenie's there. Of course, then again, probably Pinky's harder on you than Queenie is. I need coffee. I'm chopping liver now. Hey, liver it is. You're welcome, Phoenix. Yeah, there was a whole lot going on in that. I actually liked it. Okay, I guess they can go over here, right? That way I don't forget them. Oh, I need coffee, guys. I need coffee. All right. Tiffany, 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 Tiffany. Ooh, I can't go and look. That's not fair. I'm not going to look. Okay, I'm going to get a refill while I'm waiting on Tiffany. I'll be right back, guys. Ooh, look, guys. Look, guys. Look. It was handmade. Look, guys, look. It's a reef. I got to get it on my door. Okay, Tiffany, I see you, babe. It's handmade. It's perfect. Be right back. Tiffany, it's going to be a good one. I saw your first top card, and it's wonderful. I'll be right back.
I would have talked to you and asked me. But only my arm is going the door.
Oh, well, that's fine, too.
Sorry, buddy.
That's fine. Ah, I love having a helper. Okay. So I have this beautiful person that's going to make me a cup of coffee. Okay. All right. Let's go, Tiffany. What does this say? Am I too late? I don't think so. May I love your wreath. Thank you. Lulu, on Mondays, all you got to do literally is just put me in the comments, and I get to as many as I can get to in the live. So just put me in there. And if the slots are open, you will get a spot. You will definitely get a spot. Ellen, hi. So we're coming in strong. We're coming in with celebration as the energy, right? So when you think about, and I am using the, of course, I just lost the name of it right when I said it. It'll come to me, or somebody will jump on it. Anyway, so this deck is tarot, right? But it's not tarot. It's not. So Osho Zen. You're right. Thank you. So anyway, so I'm using the Osho Zen like I did a long time ago when I started meta messages as just energy, right? So the energy of this is the celebration card. Do we all know that to be the Three of Cups? Of course we do. But what I want you to know, it's not about the Three of Cups. Look what they're doing. They're actually celebrating. They're not just holding cups and striking a pose, right? They are dancing. They are feeling it. They are in the moment, right? So it's in that moment that's where I need you to be. Well, thank you, Magic Hand. The Magic Hand even closed the door. Oh, it's perfect. It's exactly what I needed. Okay, so remember, get in the moment and stay in the moment. Do not lose the moment. We all get caught up in bad shit all the time, right? It's just life, right? Whether it's a work thing or whether it's a home thing or a friend thing or whatever the thing may be, right? We get caught up in that moment. It can stretch out for days, months, the worst of the worst case scenario sometimes can stretch on for years and years and years, right? What I want you to realize is that we do not celebrate those wins. I don't care if it's a little win. I don't care if it's a huge win. I don't care if it's a win somewhere in the middle of the big or the little. We have to actually engage in those celebration moments, and we have to stay there. We cannot rush the good times and then think that we can rush the bad, right? If you're rushing the good times, guess what's going to happen when the bad times come in? They're going to usually stick around because we are too busy worrying about rushing good energy and not rushing bad energy. So make sure that you're celebrating. Make sure you're celebrating it so much that you are giving equal to the good and the bad, right? Eventually, the bad will go away, obviously, because it can't stay bad forever, right? It's just not scientifically possible. What it is, though, is a pattern builder. When you start really celebrating even the smallest of wins, your body starts recognizing them and wants to have them happen more often. And somehow, reality, life, and the universe start making those little moments happen. And before you know it, you're literally just walking around and you're happy and you're laughing for no apparent reason whatsoever to the outsider. But to you on the inside, that person inside of you, that soul that's within you, is happy, unbothered, and celebrating every single day, because every single day there is absolutely one thing to celebrate. You just have to be willing to look for it. Your message comes in the fact that you've got people that could be wearing masks in your life, right? And these aren't the kind of masks that we really want, right? It's not like some of us have to have one specific thing because, they go into character for their job or something. We've all had a job like that, right? Where we had to wear a uniform or we had to, literally create a facade, right? So, way back in my day, I used to be a bartender. Well, where I bartended isn't near as important as the fact that I had to create a character, right? So I didn't know what kind of character I wanted to create, but what seemed to come naturally to me was that little sexy librarian kind of thing, because I had the right clothes for it. I had the right attitude about it. I guess because I wore the glasses and I can walk in a pair of heels at that time. I can't do it now. I thought that that was my role, right? So I created this like sexy librarian look, and that was every night when I went to work. My bartender outfit was some kind of little something that you would think a librarian would wear. But I wore it a little extreme. But anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, we have to kind of find the moments, right? So when I think about while yours is going here, here's what I want you to understand is that mask was connected with connections, right? So this can go literally either way, right? Could it be the fact that somebody's wearing a mask because they have to, like they have to create a facade? Like maybe they work at Disneyland and when they're in Disney, they have to be in character. They can't be out of character ever, 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 right? So if it isn't that kind of extreme, then obviously the people that are wearing masks in your life is because they're choosing to wear a mask because they don't know how you will accept the real them, right? So here's what I want you to do. I've actually got a homework assignment for you. So I want you to figure out who exactly is wearing masks in your life, right? So while you are figuring that out, you're going to be doing a little side panel, going to figure out, is this who they really are? Are they doing this for work? Are they scared that I am not unconditional enough to accept them and their character flaws, their bad habits, their maybe lack of judgment when it comes to something that you wouldn't have, right? So what I'm saying is by looking at these three cards, here's your homework assignment. I really want you to dive into your life. I want you to find any and everyone that is wearing one of these, right? One of these mini masks. It's not one specific mask, it's a mini mask, right? They need to learn to be authentic to their self. Right? That's what it is. It's about the authentic self. It's about taking the mask off, right? So, but I do feel like these people are in your life. Why do I feel like that? Because they tagged it, like I said, with the connections card, the hidden little gem card, and then they also paired it with the will-o-wisp, right? And this is about finding hidden treasures. See those little words down there? treasures hidden in the shadows. And Hershey, the shadow reader, is telling you this. I don't think it's about their job. I really think that they want to tell you, they just don't know if you can accept it, right? Why do I think they think that way? Because we have unity coming in, right? So you have a singer coming in, and it isn't just any singer. This is a unity singer, right? This is one of the best fairies or sprites, whatever you want to call it, that is out there. They have no genuine form. They have no face structure. They have these beautiful wings, and they can carry weight thousands of times bigger than them, right? With effortlessly. There's no problem. They can literally carry this shit 15 times around the entire earth and not even break a sweat. Like, I can barely carry grocery bags in from the car to the house without going, oh, my fingers are broken. Grab it, I'm dropping it. Yeah. And they carry the amount of weight that one of us should carry. They carry it all the time. They carry it. So this unity sprite wants to be in your life. And when they come into your life, they are going to help you with unconditional self-acceptance. Do you see a pattern going on here? You need to show someone just how unconditional you are. And sometimes we got to get creative with that shit, man. I mean, if we really want someone in our life, we tend to be a damn fool with them, right? Here's what we're not going to do. Be the damn fool. There's a difference. So find out who they are. Find out who their mask is for, whether it's for you, it's because of their job, or it's just because they're not confident in themselves. Your homework assignment is to prove to them that they are worthy of you and you are worthy of them. And that's the message I've got for you, babe. Sip, sip, everybody. Rossi. You're welcome, Tiffany. Fogo, you are up next, baby. Flowing! Hi, Flowing. All month? All month. All month? Did I overlook something? Why didn't I know about that? Let me see if this mixed call is from you. Hold on. Nope, that's not from you. Okay, well, here's what I can tell you. I love you. I love you. I hate that I did not know that. I hate I didn't know that. We reach out all the time to people when we're having good days, or, hopefully we reach out more than just in need. But listen, I have got a lot going on right now, but that is no excuse. I apologize for not reaching out. I am going to reach out to you. I am so sorry I did not know that, but I am sending you many, many, many healing good vibes, and I definitely am going to reach out to you, Flowing. I absolutely love you, baby. You know that. All right, Fogo, let's go. Fogo! How are we starting? Top, bottom? Okay. All right, so they're not letting me see the cards. It's a little different, but we got this. I almost need to, though. Y'all hear the thunder? Flowing, I'm so sorry that no one knew. Baby, we love you. We love you. And I did notice that you weren't around, but I literally never thought that was it. Never once crossed my mind that you... I feel bad. Okay. All right. Let me get through this. So first of all, for those of you who know, I name all of my decks. I named my deck the Kindred Chaos deck. I named it Apple. If you know, you know, right? So anyway, Apple is really showing its ass today, right? You actually have an apple in your life, right? So, okay, here I get to be the shadow reader. For me, apples are not good. Yeah, unless you went out there and handpicked that apple, sliced it, ate it, cut it, washed it, cleaned it, cooked it, whatever, baked it, whatever you're going to do with that apple, cut it to use it in a magic spell. I don't know, nor do I care, but I do know this. Apples are bad. For me, as a shadow reader, when I get an apple, the last thing I want is to see it paired with something that ties it to anger. I wish I could say that isn't the case here, but it is exactly the case, right? So, Apple herself has actually showed up for you today to let you know that someone is not what they seem. They are doctoring it up, whether they are doctoring up the story or they are doctoring themselves up to look like they are sweet and voluptuous and good and ready to go and nourishing. It is literally 100% the exact opposite. Here's what I want you to understand. This person that is in your life, they are triggering things, and I want you to allow the anger to flow. Yep. We're entitled to things, right? We are entitled to pride, envy. We're entitled to all of that. It's when we allow it to go into super mode that it becomes negative, right? When we allow our pride to become a super pride, or we allow our ego to become super ego, or we allow our anger to become super anger, rage, even, we are not in control, right? But as long as we are allowing the normal parts of the emotions to be there, we are in control and we are entitled to feel that way, right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to allow that anger to have a place, and I want you to let it out as soon as you realize who this person is. They are not who they say they are. I don't care what they say. They are not who they say they are. That card only shows up when someone is seriously sugarcoating a pile of shit. That apple was rotten from the get go. It was rotten when the tree released the apple. It had a worm in it then, probably. I don't know. But the tree released the apple. It didn't want no part of it. It didn't want it to take from the other apples. So the tree released the apple. Somebody picked it up, went about their business, and they found out it was a dirty apple, and they still tried to serve it up. Do you see how this goes here? That's the kind of yucky type of individual that is in your life, right? So you have Eclipse coming in, right? And this singer is about understanding and transforming anger. So the Brian Froud book is absolutely wonderful. But when you realize that these singers are about converting something, right? When they come in, they convert something, and they turn it into something else, right? This one is about anger. And backwards here on my camera here. But this one is about anger, period. Period, period, period. This one can take anger and transform it into anything. You just have to be willing to put the work in. So when you feel the anger brewing, building, work with it. Don't stop it. Don't stop it. Get up. Do something about it. Do not allow the anger to take over. You control the anger and allow it to come out, and allow whoever it needs to be addressed to, let it go. We cannot carry someone else's weight. They have to carry their own weight, and they have to take ownership of their bullshit. So find out who that person is, and then literally give them a chance to either clean it up or realize it wasn't worth it in the first place and let them go, because that's not serving you. And this is the year, this is the 9. So we have to cut off what isn't serving us. If we don't cut it off now, what's going to happen is it's going to break your foundation. You can't break a 9. If you break a 9's foundation, you have to work so much harder to build it back up, right? So do not allow the 9 to become a tower moment. Use the 9 for exactly what it is: strength, foundation, and stability, because you use the 4 and the 5 to create that 9, which is about the whole body with the 5, and then the 4 about the stability and about the foundation. So hold your nine strong and absolutely control that anger, but absolutely let that apple know that they cannot doctor up a dirty apple for you any damn more. You ain't taking that slice, no matter what. Go out there, pick your own apples, and make your own damn apple pie and tell them that they can't have none. You feel me? All right, when we think about that, I want you to hold it right there because, excuse me, we're coming back in with your meta message and it's starting off with the energy of receptiveness, right? So when you think about being receptive to something, what are we being receptive to? Oh, well, the fact that you just stirred up a whole bunch of dust. 100%. Yes, you cannot clean it up without making a little bit of a mess first, right? So it doesn't matter how messy it gets because you're literally going to come right in and you're going to clean it up. You're not going to allow it to settle. We can't let the dust settle once we stir it up. We're stirring our own dust up so that we can clean it up. So allow the dust to stir, allow the anger in, and allow the unity to come afterwards, not before, not during, after. Straddling worlds and many paths is ahead of you. It's going to come after the dust storm, right? So when you think about the dust storm that has to happen prior to all of this that is going on in your life, you are going to find out that it needed to happen because that dust is literally covering paths that you can't even see right now, right? We all think, oh, I'm walking my path. Are you? Really? Have you been tempted? Have you stepped off a half a step yet? Have you found another alternative route that you were curious to try and found out that was your path to begin with? It just keeps going and going and going, right? So once you realize that you literally were cutting your nose off to spite your face, and now that you have stirred the pot, you have collected the dust, you have thrown the dust away, and you are ready for you to get back on your path, this is ahead of you. You are going to be straddling worlds. You are going to be literally, I don't want to say time jumping and all of that because I don't know how any of that shit works. I know it's possible, I think. I just don't know how it works, right? But what I can tell you is that you can time travel through the different realms, right? Straddling worlds, realms, timelines, parallels. Well, they're all kind of their own little way of being their own little world, right? They kind of exist in their own existence. So, with that being said, this is what's ahead of you. So, I cannot wait to hear what all of these new paths are that are ahead of you, but none of them will be exposed until you stir up a little dust. So, get that dust going and then get that shit cleaned up. Get that person the hell out of your life unless they're willing to work to earn a place, and then let me know where them paths take you. I bet you are going to go new places. You're going to see new things. You're going to meet new people and have new connections that are completely out of this world. And that's what I've got for you. Miss Tarot D, I love you. Ooh, lettuce. What is this? I went to a lecture about self-care instead. What book said? Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Thomas did last call and closed reading. So for those that did not get on the list, I will be back this week or I will be back next Monday. So let's rock out. Who's next, Brother Thomas? Just feeling like a dead weight. Oh, don't we hate that? Oh, God. Rooted, you're up next. I hate that, right? When you just feel like you're kind of like a bump on a log or the third wheel, or you're just, you're just not sure. That uneasiness. Oh, I have been there before. And you know what? Sometimes we have to laugh, right? So this morning, I was talking to one of my favorite cousins in the whole wide world, and she said something, and my own existence of a situation like that made me laugh, right? And I didn't laugh at my cousin, but what had happened is I laughed in the moment because of my own existence and experience, right? And then I had to catch myself after my cousin was like, "Damn, that shit wasn't funny, man." And I was like, "Oh, oh my God." Like, I had to take my ownership immediately, right? Like, first, I was not laughing at you. I just didn't expect you to have an experience so similar to mine. And I don't know, I thought it would be definitely perceived or received differently. So because my cousin wasn't ready to laugh about it, it hurt their feelings, and I had to immediately take my ownership and be like, "Oh no, wait, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at my own existence in an experience of something that is so damn similar that it's like mind blowing. It's like, damn, that's like almost my exact experience of something very similar to that." So I noticed the similarities in it and I chuckled and I laughed. I laughed. But I do a lot of laughter. I have PBS, and sometimes I can't control when laughter is going to come. And probably should be crying and I'm laughing, or I probably should be laughing and I'm bawling, crying. I don't really have control over all that with all of the metal in my head. And, so trust me, we all need to know. We all need to know. Sometimes not walking away, but walking in your truth is the best thing you can do for someone. When you literally have done all you can do, you literally can't do anything more except stand in your truth. If they truly want to see it, they will. They'll see you standing in your truth, and it'll make more of an impact than you think. All right, we're going bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top. Okay. Bottom to top, here we go. So we have the creator himself coming in, right? So when you think about source, universe, creator, God, whatever you may call them, everybody is entitled to believe whatever they want to believe on this channel. Let's not even start that craziness, okay? So listen, I don't care what you call them. I don't care if you call them Allah, Buddha, God. I don't care. Source, universe. I don't care what you call them as long as you have faith, right? As long as you believe in something, you have the best faith. I'm going to leave that right there. Look, the creator themselves has a message for you, and the message goes as follows. You're going to need a disruption tool, right? So what is a disruption tool? Anything that can cut off or run out energy that isn't serving you, right? So they have the Athlame, right? I will eventually have one. I just don't have one anymore. So basically, they're using an Athlame, a blade, right? And you would run it up and down your skin. You wouldn't cut yourself, obviously, duh. But you would rub it all over. You would run it up and down your skin, over your crown, your neck, your ears, your back, your arms, your legs, everywhere to cut off any energy, right? You're literally cutting off any energy vampires, any strings that got attached that you picked up. If somebody threw a spitball at you and that residual energy is still hanging on, that's what you're letting go of. So, disruption tool is completely up to you, but if you happen to have one of these beautiful little Athlames running around, this is not a steak knife. This is a ceremonial blade, okay? That's why it's called an athlame. This is not your typical hunting or bowing knife. If that's what you want to use, though, you do you. I just want you to understand that you are going to be doing it for an intentional reason. So there is an unmarked trail ahead of you, right? So it is about a revelation, right? Sometimes those trails that are not marked, or the beaten path, as my TT likes to say, go find the beaten path, right? That's not the one that is paved or lined in gold or silver lining. None of that, right? Absolutely none of that is happening whatsoever. No way, no shape, no how. It's not going on. There is one that doesn't have a mile marker sign. There is one that doesn't have a title, a name. There is an unmarked, unbeaten path that is waiting for you. You'll know that you have crossed that path when you hear something that sounds like thunder. Although it is thundering and storming today, you can take that as your sign. You can wait for thunderstorms to come out. If you're one of them, I happen to know people that as soon as it starts raining, they jump in their car and they get outside and they go for walks, they go for biking, they go shopping, they do everything in the rain. Why? That's their thing. You can make thunder, right? You can make thunder follow you if you need that sign. How? Why? Let me tell you. So we have an entire team, and although some like to say I gatekeep, I do not. I do when there's personal gain involved, right? But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that you have an entire team with you, and you can say, if that's meant for me, I need to hear thunder. I need to know you're talking directly to me, not them. Not them over there, and not the ones behind me or the ones that I haven't even encountered in front of me yet. I need to know you're talking directly, specifically to me. Make me hear thunder. All of a sudden you hear a drum, or all of a sudden you hear a rain cloud, or all of a sudden there's thunder on the horizon, or the thunder rolls, or whatever. When a candle flicks, you can be like, was that for me? Do it again if it was, and then it flicks again, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm paying attention. Ask for that second confirmation, but I guarantee you it's going to sound like thunder, and that is your path. It may look like a concrete wall. You're going to have to climb that wall, and you're going to find a way to do it because the Creator has sent this message directly to you. So make sure that you are paying attention, and make sure that every time that you are waiting for that path to be revealed, that you know, I need to hear thunder. Only if you hear it in your head. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. And even if you didn't hear thunder right then and there, and then you go home and that night you're watching a show and it starts thunderstorming, or all of a sudden out of nowhere you hear drums a few hours later, you know to go back to that spot, because that's your confirmation that that was your spot, but you just weren't patient enough to wait for the sound and you left. But then here's your confirmation, so take your little butt back. So absolutely pay attention, because the Creator himself has created this message just for you. There is something on the side of it. There is a blind spot that they want you to know about, and you do have a goblin. And it isn't just any goblin, it is a hobgoblin, and them little assholes can sometimes be little demons, right? But they absolutely have something to do that is important. Even though it is probably mischievous, it is ornery, in our opinion, that doesn't mean that that is their intent, right? They do have something that they must do, right? So allow the goblin to come in. If it isn't anything else but remove all the other little tricksters and distractions that are around you. This one is being sent by source. This one has a very specific job for you to do. They are going to also help you with, what did I tell you? The creature comes from here. The message comes from here. Laughter heals. Do you see that on that shiny little card there? They might have to act a plumb damn ass. They may have to sit up and tell dad jokes until you start laughing. I don't know what it's going to take for you to realize that you will be healing the moment the laughter starts. So let them do whatever they need to do, because whenever everything rolls around to it, it is for you and your guidance. And this is literally the best card that could have came out for you from Apple. This is the Sister Witches card, and this is about knowing that there is a community that stands with you and supports you. Not just stand with you, they actually support you. With somebody that is supporting a decision that somebody else has to make, you think it's easy. It's not. It's not easy to back someone, whether you agree with them or not, but that's your friend. So you're going to stand with them. You don't have to agree with everything to believe in them and believe in what they believe in and want them to have it. So absolutely know that you are not alone, and that whatever it is that is happening, it is happening for you and not to you. And that's the message I've got for you. Good morning, Gray. Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. I apologize, Gray. Yep, you didn't make it today, but I will be back. You're welcome. Hypnicity, Sharon O'Brien, Ellen, and Lulu. Hypnicity. Oh, well, you know what? Great. You can also, if you don't have anything, I do have a message that is over here that I have no idea what it is. And all I know is they told me to save it to the very end. I don't know if it's for you. I don't know if it's for a collective. I don't know if it's for the lurkers, for the missing. I don't actually know what it is, but it may be for you. I do have one for the very end. So, hypnicity, are you here, babe? Yay, hypnicity. All right, top or bottom? Top. Top it is. Top it is. All right, so top and the overall energy. Oh, well, we got a lot of thunder and stuff going on, right? So, and again, I'm going to just cover this up. And unless you have the deck, don't worry about it because I'm not using it as tarot. It's Osho Zen and it's being used as oracle today. And it is the energy of the thunderbolt. Look at that thunderbolt going in through the entire body. But for those that just have to know, if you don't have the deck, there's your number for your masters. But we are focusing on just the energy, right? So the energy of the thunderbolt is an awakening, right? Look what it's doing to that body. It is traveling through the entire body. It's literally going through every single part of the body. And then you see the ankles tucked up there underneath the abdomen area. It's even feeling the bolt. Look what's falling off of everything. Well, let's just call that pride and ego. And not just pride and ego, but super pride and super ego. You're out of here. You're absolutely not welcome, right? So, with that being said, we're going to go right into the shadow card. And the shadow is about shadow work, right? Not all of us are so easy to want to accept it, right? But he who has sinned can be cleansed, right? Isn't that how it goes or how it's said, right? Those of us that say, oh, I don't have any shadow, I don't have this, I don't have that. Lies, 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 motherfucking lies. Lies, you motherfucking tell. You just don't want nobody to know. You want everybody to think you're perfect, right? Well, guess what? No one is excluded. Everybody's got a past. Everybody's got a background. And not all of us are proud of our backgrounds because, honey, there is a lot of shit I am not proud of. This is my Call of Duty card, and this card is letting me know that there is something that you are either completely avoiding or you are searching, right? Sometimes when we're searching for something and we don't know, we can't actually put our finger on it because we don't know exactly what it is that we are searching for. We just know that there's something calling, right? Some of us get urges. Some of us feel like something is calling to us. We just don't know. We can't put our finger on it. We feel like we're missing something. We're looking. We got our watch. We got our phone. We got keys. We got everything. But we still feel like we're missing something, right? It's at that moment that we realize maybe it's subconscious. It's clearly not conscious if it's shadow work. It's subconscious. But what if it isn't subconscious? What if it's deeper than that? What if it's unconscious? Oh, well, holy shit. That's a thing? Yeah, it absolutely is. And unfortunately, when it comes to the unconscious part of us, we don't even realize that there are damn near demonic, horrible trap doors, evil doors, heavy doors, doors that haven't been opened, doors we don't even know how to open until it gets triggered. Wow. So much more to shadow work than people give it credit for because they assume because it's out of sight, it's out of mind, or they didn't see it, so it didn't happen. Bullshit. Call bullshit on them, hypnicity. You are the quickest one to call bullshit on anybody and everybody, no matter who they are. Do not lie to me, right? Well, we get to that point where we get to say, well, I can't lie to me either. Apparently, there's something either my subconscious or my unconscious is starving for, and we are going to figure out what it is because we are going to allow the lightning to light it up and we are going to throw it away. We are literally not going to allow it any more free space. It has got to go. With that being said, you do have a gorgeous gorgeous message. Your creature that's coming in is a green woman, right? And not just any green woman, but the one that's always there. Like the green man, the green woman. Yeah. She is so good, right? And here's her message. Beware of the shame creature, right? Beware of the shame creature. So, the beautiful green lady wants you to know that when we feel shame for ourselves, that is us. That is our shame, our creature, and we need to handle that damn creature. So, I'm here to let you know. You know this. You have my email address. I have yours. We can reach out. We can correspond. We can dive in just a little bit more. Hey, Swampy, good morning. So listen to Mother Nature when she is literally knocking at your door, and she doesn't want that conscious. No, 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 no. She doesn't want that from any of us. We all have to consciously be aware of the world. She wants that unconscious and that subconscious to be the biggest part of us, because that part of us knows us better than we know ourselves, right? We consciously get programmed, but then subconsciously and unconsciously something just doesn't feel right, right? Take some time, sit with that, and here we go with your meta message. It's pretty actually gorgeous, right? So again, here we go. Do you have a rain stick? If not, you can make one. You can get you a toilet paper roll. That would be a small one, which would be okay. You could get you a paper towel roll or a Christmas wrapping roll, like Christmas wrapping paper or birthday wrapping paper, the roll, the tube, and you can make a rain stick, right? You are going to literally make it rain. Trust me, it's a real thing. And those Pisces that touch a rain stick that I personally have seen happen, it rained. And Thomas brought damn near a hurricane. Well, no, he actually brought a hurricane, because one day I made Thomas clean his aura with my rain stick, and guess what happened? Yeah, we had a hurricane about a week later. When he was supposed to hit Houston, that some bitch went doop and came right up to Houston. Y'all know, y'all was there with me. Yeah. And then look, I made Mo do it. Well, I didn't make anybody do it. They have to do it for themselves, right? So Mo gets a rain stick. It snows 10 inches. Get you a rain stick. You have a angel that's coming through, and this angel is about overwhelm and plenty, right? So this is an angel that is working double time in two very real worlds, right? So when they are working in the the overwhelm and the plenty, it is because they are trying to get you to find the balance between them both. And believe it or not, even though you put plenty and overwhelmed on a scale, excuse me, eventually they will balance out. You just have to put the right things in the right place, and they will balance out. I promise they will. But you need to get into that subconscious, hun. And that's the message I've got for you. Clap, get that energy up. Stop trying to shrink it to fit into the places you've outgrown. Oh! Say that shit again for the ones in the back. Say that shit again. Hide. No, don't hide. Look, my rain stick. Mo took my rain stick. Oh, I don't even have it in my room. Mo must have took my rain stick. That's all right. I got something. Y'all. It's not technically a rain stick, but I'm going to use it as a rattling rain stick today. Look, I got cards everywhere, y'all. All right. Technically, it's a rattle, but guess what else it could be? It doesn't have the sound bottoms for it to actually be a rain stick. It has the rattle bottom. But I bet I could make it rain. I bet I could make it rain with this rattle. But anyway, literally.
I did not take it. It was put in my room for safekeeping during the move.
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, yeah, there she is. Hey, baby. Mo got one too. And literally, it snowed.
You're not gonna look at them? Okay.
It snowed 10 inches. Oh, it snowed 10 inches.
Back to work.
Bye, magic hand.
Oh, magic voice.
So creep broke mine a long time ago. So I'm going to set mine in my lap because technically mine is broken. So when they are a rain stick, they have these beautiful little sound ends on them, right? So that they can make the sound. And of course I did it gently because it's already raining outside and I don't need any tornadoes. So this one is Moe's and it is handmade, hand beaded. That one's Moe's. I think it's is that a snake? No. I think it might be a cactus in the sunlight. I think it might be a cactus in the sunlight. You know, sometimes you have to look. So here's mine, and mine is sea turtles. And mine was handmade in Tibet. And that's just half of it. I could keep going, but I'm going to stop. But mine is sea turtles, because y'all know I am a sea turtle queen. I represent my sea turtles everywhere I go. So, but mine is giant sea turtles, and then it's got a sea turtle shell, and a sea turtle shell, and a sea turtle shell. And anyway, this one is mine. But we're not going to make any tornadoes happen. So we're just going to set them down. I am air, so when I rain mine, it's usually for a disruption tool. I use mine as a disruption tool to run energy away from me. But those water signs that do it tend to make it rain, literally. All right, Swabby! Sharon O'Brien. And I know it's Monday and people are at work, so if you're work lurking, let us know and you can still get your reading. But if you're not here and we don't know where you're at, we pass you up. Sharon, what the luck of the Irish. You see my cup? You see my cup? Got just a wee bit of Irish in me. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Top to bottom. All right. Oh. We got a lot of cards here. So you got a lot more cards than the rest of them did. If your name is what? Hilted? Lulu, I do think you're on the list, but I don't know what that word is. Hilted? Are you trying to say highlighted? Highlighted. Okay. I'm with you there, Teresa. I try to be reading like through the typos and shit because I be typoing like a motherfucker. But I think she means highlighted. Yes. If okay, so on Mondays, if Taro your way, he is usually the moderator for messages. If you need any kind of links or anything like that, just hit up any of the other moderators that have blue wrenches. Joji. Just hit any of the other moderators up. I mean, if you hit Brother Thomas up, he can get you any links or whatever. And if anybody has made any donations or went on my wish list, you guys know how that is. A big thank you. So there's that. All right. So here's where we are starting. So when I think about sorrow, right, I have to wonder, does it come in the form of self-sorrow or is it because there's a loss somewhere, right? So I looked at the cards and what I got is what kind of goes both ways, right? So if there is something that you do feel a little sorrow for or grieving on for some kind of loss, right? A lot of things can be a loss, right? We can have sorrow for so many things, right? We could have sold a house and we missed something about that house, or we sold a deck or lost a deck, or We lost like a physical life in our family, and we're grieving the loss of that loss of life. Um, a car accident. I know that it's like, God, I'm picking the worst things ever, but when you think about sorrow, that's when it hits, right? So there's where I want you to sit with. Is this a sorrow that's happening right now because you're grieving? Like I said, they're allowing there to be shadow involved. And I haven't looked at your shadow card yet, but with this being here, I am a little half tempted to see what your shadow card is. Because if it's not an immediate situation, then this sorrow means that it is subconscious or unconscious. And I'm going to leave it sitting here because I really want to know why the energy of it is there when that doesn't match the actual meta message, right? So I'm going to go right into the meta message, and then we're going to go back to the overall energy and see if this is a conscious happening right now, or is this something that you just never fully worked through and you're still carrying that weight with you? Okay. So as we look, I want you to know that your meta message is absolutely chef's kiss. This is wonderful, right? So you get earth keeper, soul retrieval, and mindful think. Right. So when you think about mindfulness, right, that has to come when you understand that you're not doing it alone. When like-minded individuals get together and they literally think alike, they don't have to think identical. They just have to think alike, right? I'm not going to intentionally do harm to somebody, right? Not anymore, not no more. No, I take that part of me and I remember what I don't want to be, right? So I don't want to be mindless. I want to be mindful, right? So you are incredibly mindful. You do have a group of individuals that support your decisions and they kind of think like you think. And that's good because we want our friends to be like, no, they wouldn't do that, right? They wouldn't think like that. They wouldn't be like that. But in reality, sometimes we don't know, right? So here's your chance to look through all of those little groups that you've got going on and realize that they really are you, right? That is what the Earth Keeper card is about, right? The Earth Keeper card was on top and this was on the bottom of your meta message. So the middle part of this is the soul retrieval, right? So when you think about all three of these coming together, they aren't coming together just for you. They are literally coming together for you, all of you. All of that makes you, all of your home, all of your family, all of your friend, all of you, right? Everywhere we go, we take all of us with us, right? So when we leave, we need to make sure that we recall all of our energy, right? Well, when you have a like-minded group of friends or family that ultimately think this one way, doesn't mean they're programmed. It just means that they understand that everybody is entitled to feel some kind of way about something. And I'm not willing to judge you because you are having an off moment, an off day, an off 5 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So your group, your life, your you is very well rounded. So I absolutely love that for your meta message. So keep it going. You, as an earth keeper, you love helping people remember what they are being driven for, right? It's not what is driving us, it's what we're being driven for, right? It's not happening to us, it's happening for us. And when we are being driven to something and we are being pushed in a direction that the universe says, go, 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 because you are this and this and this is the outcome, you can't stop. You're constantly going, you're constantly looking at all of it, and it's constantly working in your best interest. So, do I see sorrow in your meta message? No. So I'm picking the sorrow card back up because I want to look at your shadow card, and your shadow card is the Nelly pot, right? The Nelly pot is about grounding ourselves, right? Everybody has an interpretation of what a Nelly pot is, right? So understand that your Nelly pot, that's where the sorrow is. So what I want you to do is I want you to ground yourself, and then I want you to seriously get into that pot, stir that shit up. Absolutely. I want you to get in there and I literally physically I need you to do this shit even if you don't have a cauldron, even if you don't have a pot, if you have to literally just sit there and just start doing this, eventually, guess what happens? We start building up energy. Have you ever done the energy ball thing with your hand, and then all of a sudden you can't hardly pull your hands apart, or you can't hardly pull your hands together and close your hands? Why is that happening? Because you built up that energy. I need you to build up that energy, and then I need you, once you build up that energy in your Nelly pot, I need you to literally throw away all of that dick, right? Throw it away. Who is it serving? Nobody. It's your trash. Throw that shit away. That's right. Throw it away. Find a full moon and let it go. Stop holding on to it, right? There is something so much better on the other side of this. I don't know why they want you to do it, but you need to do it right now, right? So you do have the Piper coming in, right? So this is a fawn, oh my God, that hangs out with, the Green Man and the Green Lady, otherwise known as whatever you choose to call them, right? So I don't know what you choose to call them, but what I can tell you is that a wee little leprechaun and a piper, are literally going to be your best friends, and they can't go wrong with either one of them. When you hear the sounds of the piper, that is your cue to start stirring. Sit there and stir and stir and stir and stir and stir, and don't stop. Arm gets tired, switch that shit over. Stir it in the other direction, right? When you stir your coffee, do you stir it counterclockwise? Do you stir it counterclockwise? I'm chaos, so I kind of always stir out all the bullshit so I can just sit down and enjoy a cup of coffee. I don't need to stir in good shit because I just want the coffee, right? I don't need any extra. Life is what it is. It's going to come whether I want it to or not. So I don't need to stir in anything else other than sugar. But trust me, stirring out anything that could not hurt. I mean, I'm stirring out everything that could hurt. Brain fart. Okay, so there is a take action card in this Nelly pot, right? So here is your card. There is your message. Nelly pot, take action. That's the message I got for you, babe. Eleanor, you are here. Yeah. Top or bottom? Bottom. Bottom. Oh, you got my favorite card. You know what that means? Ellen, look. You got the giveaway card. Ah! I'm so happy. I haven't done a giveaway in so long. Oh, I'm so glad. And I'm so glad it's you. Hey. Sit still. Okay. Favorite card. All right. So right now, here goes out the announcement. For those of you that are here, future watchers, and for all of you that are lurking, if you did not get a meta message today, I am doing a giveaway for a free private meta message read, shadow read, whatever kind of read you want. I don't prefer politics, but I do got my politics deck. So if that's what you want to do is politics, hey, for a little while, I'm at your discretion. So I right now am doing the giveaway shout out. So Ellen, this shout out, your giveaway is it was tagged with the fortune wheel and stranger in reverse. You have to know the person. Can't be a stranger off the streets, which is, kind of good. Okay, so you have to know the person. Therefore, you'll know if they're deserving of it. They can't see it coming. It has to be about luck, right? It's all about the timing. See that? Keywords, luck, right time. So whoever this familiar is for you, they are going to get something that you ultimately love. The overall energy of this is the Lover's card, right? So when you think about this tied to the giveaway card that now you and I are both obligated to, and if it is moi that receives anything, I do have a wish list and there are links posted. Absolutely feel free. But if not, and you choose to give it away to someone else, absolutely give it away. But it has to be worth value to them, right? Not monetary value. It has to mean something, right? There has to be either luck tied to it, or it just has to be the perfect timing, right? Something that some of us, like a lot of us, lost a lot of things. Thomas and I'm speaking of specifically, lost dressers. We lost a lot. We lost clothes. We lost shoes. I didn't lose any decks, but there is one that I am in need of, and it completes a series for me. But anyway, regardless of the fact, whoever it is, give it away. You have 7 days. I can't wait till next Monday to find out what you gave away and who you gave it away to. So have fun with that. Give it away. So here we go. All right, so you have the sisters coming in and you need to tend to a partnership, right? So why do I say you need to tend to a partnership? Because there is a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing going on, right? We have a dual personality coming in on your shadow side, right? That is not necessarily a bad thing because, hell, I work with Dr. Jekylls and Mr. Hydes all the goddamn time. And what I can tell you is sometimes I need the Dr. Jekyll and sometimes I need the Mr. Hyde. It just depends on the situation that I'm working in, right? But I do not let the two energies do this, right? I keep them at exactly where they're supposed to be. That way I don't blur the lines, right? So make sure you don't blur any lines, but you do have a dual personality situation going on where somebody is either in, well, what we're not going to do is we're not going to say that toxic positivity shit. That shit is bullshit. But anyway, regardless, you have somebody being either very two-faced or they are literally two different people when you're not paying attention. So make sure you figure out who that is because once again, this is the year of the 9, which means the 5, me, and my stability, the 4. You can't be in my life if you are not serving me, right? If you are detrimental to me, you can't be serving me, right? Whether you are just my best friend, my sister, my niece, my aunt, my cousin, I don't care. You can be my frenemy, you can be my foe, you can be my friend. Whoever you are, stop blurring the lines with me. I'm not going to allow you to blur the lines anymore. So that's exactly the kind of role playing that you need to be in when you realize who this person is. You need to be the one to assertively let them know that is not tolerated. Now, they're instantly going to want to correct it and make it right because they feel that you are a person they want in your life and they want you in their life, right? But if that is not the instant respect and response that you get from them, 9 times out of 10, they don't want to be in your life to begin with. They're taking advantage of something that you are offering them, and it is beneficial to them. I don't like being the bearer of bad news, but you absolutely need somebody out of your life. So go ahead and start working on that because you got a homework assignment, babe. I love you so much, and that's your meta message. I threw all the other ones, so I don't know. Lulu, I don't know. Lulu, you are up. Lulu, you are up right now. That message I just did was for Ellen. Not Ellen, Sharon. I think. I don't know at this point. Okay. Lulu, you are here. All right, Lulu, this is your message. And they want me to start at the bottom. So we start at the bottom. All right. So the overall energy of all of this is breakthrough, right? So when we have a breakthrough moment, it's called bitch face, my resting bitch face. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, magical hand. Okay, I got you. So yeah, we don't do Two-Face. Call that shit out. Book be on it. Y'all be careful. Book don't be playing. If she sees you being Two-Face, she gonna call your shit out. All right, Lulu. So we're starting with a breakthrough, right? There is something in your life that is happening, whether you're consciously or subconsciously not seeing it. consciously there's something going on, right? You can tell something is different, right? We don't always have to be able to put our finger on it. We don't always have to make it make sense at that exact moment. We just have to trust the energy, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to literally get into the energy that is surrounding you right now, and I want you to focus on your energy, not mine, not the one in the other room, not the cat down the damn road, none of that. Just yours, right? Something is trying to break through. And with that, it's going to allow something to happen to you that comes in the matter of reconciliations, right? So some people do stupid shit. I'm one of them people, right? I am literally one of them peoples that love so hard unconditionally. I will just go and go and go and go and go because I'm so fucking loyal that I will know that you are intentionally not shit, and I won't care because I'm not allowing you to affect my life. That doesn't mean that I don't still care, right? So use that moment right there as your starting point. You can love people, but you don't have to like them. Did you hear me? You can love people, and you don't even have to like them. No, I'm hooked again. You don't even have to like them. And people are okay with that. I'm obviously not okay with it. If I don't like you, how can I love you? Right? And I didn't realize that until I was sitting in prison, right? And this was like 95 or 96, 1995 or 96. I'm sitting in prison and I'm looking back at my life and I'm going, huh, I don't even like my damn self. So how do I know if I actually like or love anyone, right? And there was this CO. And I don't know if I said this shit out loud and I'm just walking around because I was still kind of new into my 10-year sentence and I had only been down a couple years. So I still hadn't figured out shit. I knew when dinner was and breakfast and I got the schedule down. But what I was finding is that I didn't know what love was. I knew what it looked like, I thought. Well, I knew what unlove looked like and felt like. But there was this one part of my life that I didn't see as unconditional. Well, it wasn't until I went to prison that I realized, well, that was the only way I knew how to love. And because that's the only way I know how to love, and no one else was doing that for me except for a few people in my family, well, I didn't actually love anybody. I was just saying it. I was going through the motions. Hell, I didn't even like them. So there's where we're at, right? So there is a reconciliation that is coming and it is on your path and it is due to find you. Now, is it happening today? The next 7 days? I have no idea. What I can tell you is that starting today and going forward is that timeline, right? Not yesterday, because obviously yesterday there was still a lot of pain and we didn't even know if we still wanted them. But today it's a brand new day and somebody is deserving of reconciliation. We do not have to agree. We don't. You don't have to agree with somebody. But if you genuinely, wholeheartedly love them unconditionally, you're not going to like everything they do, but you're going to accept it. And there's the reality of it. So make sure that you understand that you love them and that they and you are willing to work together, because there is a reconciliation and it's a sky bridge kind of reconciliation, right? Do you see these two pillars that are standing here? They're creating the bridge, right? The bridge is not finished. You can't tell because you can't see it, right? There's no ending, there's no beginning. It's way down here. It goes below the picture. It goes way off to the side over here, right? So the reconciliation may or may not have already started in your subconscious or your unconscious, and you may be missing them and not even aware that you're missing them, or they obviously could be missing you and you're not aware of it, right? So what I want you to understand is that there is an ebb and flow to this reconciliation, but you have to see their point of view. Do not have to agree. That's the best part of it. We don't have to agree. We just have to let them know that we love them unconditionally and I'm going to support you. Point blank period. So let them know, let yourself know that you're ready for the reconciliation, and then literally let the universe bring it together. Do not go out of your way to make it happen. If they're pushing too hard, it's probably not them, because I feel like this is someone that happened a long time ago, but there has been a lot of change within you and a lot of change within them. And these are someone that you maybe once had started building stairs with. This isn't someone new to your life. This is someone that is needing to come back because you're both deserving of each other. So you have a sage coming in, and the sage is an incoming message, right? So what do we get? We get the pigeon. I fucking love the pigeon. Why? Because the pigeon is all about incoming messages, right? So if the pigeon finds you, it's not about you just being the right spot at the right moment. No, that exact pigeon has been looking for you for a long time, and they maybe had to leave New York and fly halfway across the country to find you, or maybe you live in New York and they had to come from a whole other country. But anyway, you're going to see a pigeon. It's going to cross your path, and it's at that moment, right then and there. I don't know if your phone's going to ring, if you're going to get some mail, if someone's going to cross your mind, however the situation goes. That's when you realize right then and there that that is your sage coming in to let you know that is the person that is deserving of the reconciliation. And that's what I've got for you, Lulu. Bring on the pigeons. I know that's right. I love the attitude. Yes. You're very welcome, sweetheart. And come back anytime. And all of our information is posted. So absolutely. Absolutely. Book. Oh, book. Every time, y'all know me. Y'all know me. I love me some book. But I go immediately to what movie and what part. Could somebody tell me? Oh, book. Give it back. Do you see how I just knocked it right out of my hand? Okay, so, all right, okay. All right, so we are starting at the top, book. Are you too whipped? All I know is, what is it, Bette Midler? Is that who it is? The Sanderson sisters? Oh my God, it's a Halloween Town. Who is it? Hocus Pocus. There it is. Hocus Pocus. Oh, I want book. I want book. I want book. All right, here we go. So we are coming in strong, hot, and heavy. Source themselves, right? Again, here we go. I don't care what you call them. I don't care if you call them Allah, Yuhan, Tom, Dick, Harry, God, Source, Uni. I don't care. I don't give a damn what you call them, but understand that this message is coming from Source itself. Point blank, period. So there is something that is about to happen in your life, and it starts in your heart. Not just your heart, but your heart of hearts, right? So in your heart of hearts, right, there is a moment that is going to happen, and it could happen anytime from this moment on, and it is going to happen in your heart, right? This isn't a moment of a heart attack. Although, you know, sometimes we get so happy, our heart like skips a beat and maybe even flutters a little bit. You could feel that. You may have that good skip a beat, or you may have that my heart's fluttering just a little bit, palpitations going on. And you're going to know it's at that exact moment that it is the spirit that is talking to you. I hope you're listening. I don't know what they're going to be saying, but when they sit here and put Spirit of the River, which is all about the movement towards a new adventure, and then beloved and compassion and all of the heart and the heartstrings and all of that going on, I have to say that this is going to have absolutely everything to do with you absolutely falling in love with another part of you that you may not even know exist, right? So a funny little story that goes with this, there's all kinds of parts of us in our brain that we don't even know about yet, right? So some of us can access different chambers and different parts of our brains that other people can't, right? I've had 8 aneurysms, 15 brain surgeries. I don't know how many times my brain has been mapped, but what I can tell you is parts of my brain that were there aren't there anymore because they exploded during aneurysm ruptures, right? So that had to be recreated with metal. So sometimes, and this happens a whole lot, I don't have that sensation anymore. Sometimes I don't have that feeling anymore, right? Sometimes I have to wonder how to process an emotion or a feeling that doesn't exist anymore for me, right? Because that part of my brain exploded. And it's in all the 4 chambers. I've had aneurysms in all 4 chambers of my brain. So different parts of my brain are stimulated, where some people live their entire life and they never activate that, right? So here's what I want you to know. Source, and I pray the strongest prayer I can pray that it is not aneurysm or heart attack related, that there is no pain or chance of life being altered or shortened by any means, but whatever it is that is going to introduce you to a new part of you, I absolutely cannot wait, because it is the adventure, right? It is the adventure. It's the movement towards the adventure. You have to be here in order to have the experience, in order to have the adventure. So I know you're going to be here to fall in love with a new part of you, but guess what the best part of this is, book? We're going to get to be here too, and we will get to experience it through you, right? We are going to be what is that when you're what's the word when you're living it through someone else's damn it, I can't think of the word. But anyway, yeah, we get to witness it. We get to witness it, and we get to experience it through you. Huh? What'd you say? Vicariously. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, yes, that's the word. What best part of all of it? We get to, what they said, we get to witness it. I can't wait. All right, book. So on the bottom end of yours, you have this amazing, that gnome. This is the gnome that everybody wants to get, right? This is the one that is going to weed your garden. This is the one that is going to tend to your plants. This is the one that is going to want it to be a better day. Not show up and be like, I got to deal with you. I don't want to do that today. And you have to do it, and you don't want to do it. This is the one that says, hell yeah, let's go digging dirt. Hell yeah, let's pull weeds. But we're going to be laughing. We're going to be singing. And what do the dwarves do when they get to, what is it? The whistle while you work. I cannot whistle, but y'all know how it goes. Whistle while you work. Let it just keep going. I hope I just gave you an earworm, because that is the motion and the rhythm that is coming in. You have the witch, right? Take the ride. You can take it either way. You can ride away. You can choose to walk away and not have it. But then you will absolutely not have the message. And the message is about gratitude for forgiveness, right? We have to forgive ourselves. People think that I have to forgive you because of what you did to me, and I've got to forgive you, right? No. See, what's going to happen is I'm going to forgive myself that I put me in a situation for you to even be able to do this to me. And then guess what? Your forgiveness is going to come because I'm going to forgive myself, and then I'm not going to fuck with you no more. And you can kiss not a little bit of my ass, but my entire ass, because I don't have to allow you back in. I'm not going to carry the forgiveness around and not give it to you. Of course I'm going to give it to you. Be free. You can try some other dummy, but you ain't getting this dummy. Not never again. Some dumb, not plum dumb. So absolutely, absolutely enjoy your meta message. I love having positive messages like that, and I cannot wait to see what you fall in love with next. And that's what I've got for you. Not stuck in my head. Stuck in my head. I will take all of that. I will take it. I will take it and let it rain down upon me. Loving that good ass prana, baby. Did any of y'all watch Ralph Smart? I love Ralph Smart. Do I fall into the bullshit? No. But when he starts his day and he's breathing in that good ass prana, yeah, I want some of that. And I want some of that cat down the road because I want him to know he can't get off on my yard anymore. Can't climb my trees anymore either. All right, Teresa Ford, you are up, babe. Kiss my woohoo. Love it. Ooh, it hit the floor. So it just hit the floor, but you're going to be gathering the power of the community. Maybe I don't need that yet. Okay, look. It's about to hit the floor again. Okay, it didn't hit the floor twice, but okay. This one just hit the floor. And you know what happens when it hits the floor? It's at your door. So understand that this one is going to mean the most. I don't know why, but maybe when I look at the rest of it, we'll see. But anyway, you're going to be gathering power of the community, right? So just like how people be taking things that we say and we be like, yep, I'm going to use that. Blah, 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 that's going to blah, 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 blah. Yep, do all of that. Yep. Taking what resonates is the best part of the community. I didn't just say it for me, myself, and I, or for specifically Book, or specifically Swampy, or Hypnicity, or Joe G, or any of that, right? I said it for it to resonate. It doesn't matter who it resonates with. I may be reading right now to somebody that is not Teresa Ford. And I don't even know it yet, even though I got tree support in the brain, I've got tree support in my hands, and I've got a message for tree support. It doesn't mean that's the only person it's going to resonate with. People, come on. This is public access. So all of those that it resonates with, take it. It literally doesn't matter where it comes from as long as the intention is good and the manifestation is positive. We don't want any negative affirmations. Hell no, that's all over the damn place. Fuck them negatives. No. Of course, we can't go through life without them, but that's not what we're focusing on. We're building with strength, from strength. So what happens when you build with strength, from strength? It's like a fortress. It's unpenetratable, right? So let that be the reason that we go into the rest of this beautiful meta message, right? Sub-ego sublimination. Shattered when you gather. When you gather this, it literally cancels that out. Did you know that? Did you know that? Every day you wake up on the negative side. Did you know that? The second you open your eyes, you hit 00. And everything that you do is on the positive side. You wake up, you yawn, you wipe your feet. Wipe your feet. You wash your face, you wipe your face, you brush your teeth, you make coffee. If you have an animal, you probably take your animal outside because they've probably been holding it all night and they got a potty just like you because you was holding it all night. And, now it's a race to see who's going to potty first. Listen, we start in the 0 position. The moment we do one thing positive from ourselves, and from that moment, every step that we take, whether we are intentionally doing it with positive intentions or not, because we started it out on the right foot, guess what? It's still going in the right direction. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter even if you fell off your path that day. You're only a half a step away from it. So all you gotta do is literally take a half step. And guess what? I'm right back on my path. We're entitled to that. People use the words in the wrong way, and then they don't understand when I'm sitting here saying, but you're entitled to that, and they're going, I'm not in. They're feeding the negative, right? Instead of gathering the power that they need from whoever they need it from. If you need to go to a shadow worker just to get some positive fucking affirmations, you go right to a damn shadow worker and you get all the positive affirmations that you need to get through your day and their day. If you have to go to a light worker for some Reiki healing, well, guess what? When they are rekeying you, guess what? They are putting that energy out for everyone. They're intending it to go to you, but guess what? It's going to hit everybody it's supposed to resonate with. So I want you to know patience is coming and forgiveness. Patience for yourself and forgiveness for yourself while you are gathering things that you don't even know what you need yet. Doesn't matter if you think you need them, put it all in the basket. This is literally where you just go down the aisle and you're like, and you scoop it all into your cart. You're not going to nitpick. Nope. I'm literally taking the whole shelf and I'm putting it in my cart. The heart. Yep. I'm taking all of it. I don't know when I'm going to need it. I don't know where I'm going to need it, but I absolutely know I'm either going to use it or I'm going to give it away to somebody else and along my day. With that being said, I'm going to leave that right there and I'm going to jump into your bottom part. So with that coming in, you absolutely have the best one ever. I work with her all the time. I work with Penelope all the time. So Penelope is a dream weaver fairy, right? She creates realistic dreams. So if she shows up in your dreams because you called for her, right, when you have to have your head on a pillow, and then once it's there and right before you start them deep breaths to start slowing the brain down and put your mind into REM mode, call for her. Don't start before the breath work. Do not call for her before the breath work. She's not going to come. She's not a fairy that just shows up because somebody says, I need her. No. Penelope doesn't play that way. She does not show favoritism. She doesn't blur the lines, and she absolutely is equal. But you have to do it correctly. She has to do it correctly. And if you want that dream to come true and you need that dream weaver to make it happen, you have to put in just as much work as she does because she's going to make that dream come true. She's going to make that impossible possible. She is going to change your very existence if you allow her to. But what she is not going to do is she is not going to allow you to sugarcoat, secondhand, shortcut, or do anything that makes her have to carry your weight. She is guaranteeing something for you. She is making it become a woven staple in your life. Do the work, earn it, and it will forever be with you. So remember that when she comes in, there is a chance that if you do not catch it the first time, because you did get chime in reverse. So if you don't get it the first time, you'll definitely get it the second time, right? But it is all in the timing, right? So as you're getting into them breath works, and it may take you 25,000 times to realize what breath you're supposed to be calling her in on, you'll figure it out. If you do not have the deck, you can literally, it's a brand proud, y'all. This man has been around longer than most of us have been. So I guarantee you, you can absolutely get the exact information you need right from that beautiful internet, or you can go right to your collection. You can pick up the deck. You can ask me in a private message or anyone else that you know has the deck to go to that part of the guidebook and show exactly how to call her in or bring her in. But it mainly comes with practice. It didn't happen for any of us the first time. I know her pretty well, and I can guarantee that probably absolutely no fucking body got it right the first time when dealing with her. So specifically understand her and then realize how to call for her in between your breaths. It's a tricky situation, and I have a feeling you're not going to get it the first time. But you're absolutely going to get it because you're cultivating a story, and that story is going to be able to be played, listened to, or read by the masses somewhere long after you master it. That's what I've got for you, babe. Yes. Can you see the card? Which one? So you had chime in reverse. This is upright for chime. This is the message, cultivating a story. But like I said, we're doing it a little bit different. Here is your Patience card, your energy card. Repairing your veil, forgiveness for yourself, gathering the tools that you need of power. Don't take tools that aren't powerful. That's the message I got for you. Name of the deck. So name of the decks are, oh, okay. So it's Brian Froud. I don't know, and I don't know where my box is. What I'm going to do is I will get it all, and then I will put it in a comment. It's a Brian Froud. I don't know. I can't get the name of it, but hold on. No, I'm not going to do it right this second. I will get it, though. Denise Lynn. Did we miscount? I went through 10 messages. Penelope. Oh, Penelope is in the, that would be her. Here she is. Penelope Dreamweaver. Isn't she fucking gorgeous? And I work with Penelope a lot. She's powerful as shit. And she is blue. So if you start seeing like blue flashes, or I thought I saw something blue just crop, it's probably her trying to get your attention, because she is technically a blue fairy. She's not. She just looks blue. She's ultraviolet-y blue. She's wonderful. She is definitely something else. So, is this message for Denise Lynn? Is that what you're telling me, Brother Thomas? This is Denise Lynn's message? Because I did have some cards sitting here. Teresa Ford. Wow, the chat just jumped. Oh, goody. Goody, 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 goody. But it's the fairy deck by Brian Froud. He's got two different ones, and if I ever get the my unicorn, which would be the first one, this I think is his second one. I think the first one has been out of print for years and years. Okay, so the Fairies Oracle. Yes. Go read about her. She wants to work with you. She is wonderful. And if you have it, then good. You already know. You can go read about it. She's wonderful. All right. So is this message... Well, let's see. Denise Lynn. Are you here, Denise Lynn? Because if you are, then Thomas is giving you the last message. Otherwise, it's going to the collective. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, I have the deck. I have the book. I can send you pictures. Just hit me up. Either on Messenger or through email. Either way, it doesn't matter. Found my... You found your selenite? Were you missing it? Well, really? Selenite? I would think that wouldn't. It's pretty strong, but oh my god, I would never want to put selenite and neutralize the energy of the deck, because the deck is full of crumb critters and they need their energy. So I wouldn't want to neutralize them by putting selenite in there. I love it. I never thought about it. How did it work? Tell me how it works. I put some like peacock ore, obviously some titanium rub smoke crystals, but I never thought about selenite, because selenite neutralizes. So I'm gonna think about that. It might work on days where they're extra hyper. Huh. I think hypnocity just taught me how to calm your little foolish self down. Some days that deck literally explodes for no reason. It will literally just be sitting there, and the next thing I know, it's all over the damn place. And okay, so I will say that, like, my aunt TT, y'all know her, right? She has these gorgeous little creatures and critters, the wild ones that live with her, right? And they like to throw stones at me when I'm walking up and down her, like if I'm anywhere like around her office, they would like throw rocks and stones at me, like, get away, back up, don't let her in there. But they used to explode her deck like that too, because they really liked looking at themselves. So I think there's good energy in it, and I think there's a little mischievous energy. All right, so okay, I believe he said Denise Lynn, but she's not here. Selenite recharges and cleanses. Okay, so I call a cleanse a neutralize. So maybe my word should be cleanse. In my head, I'm neutralizing it, so I'm cleansing it. But maybe that is a better word. So you're right, Mo. I appreciate that. And I know you'll put selenite literally everywhere, and I'm okay with that. I love it. I just started working with it. Normally, when I work with selenite, I only used it as magic chalk, guys. Sorry. That's what I use selenite for. It's my magic chalk for my sigils or my seals or whatever I'm using it for. So I didn't actually incorporate it or allow it to be around any of my other tools because I used it for magic so much, and I didn't want it to do anything to my other stones, because I am a crystal witch and I use all of my stones for different shadows, different pains, different theories, hot rocks, different healing, right? So I don't know, but maybe me saying neutralize and meaning cleansing, somebody could be misunderstanding it. So in my head, when I'm saying neutralize, I mean cleaning, like cleansing the item or the area. So food for thought. I will consider that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's what I'm thinking. That's probably what people are thinking. Now, I'm not saying that I am rendering it ineffective. So I'll find the right word, but you guys know my brain gets stuck on a word, and then that's where it's at. And I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but my brain is stuck on that word. So for me, that's what I ultimately mean when I say it. Okay, so Denise, I believe, was picked for the last message, and I don't see her. Last chance. 5, 4, and I'm literally saying the 1,000 part in my head. 3. Oh, Rossi. Were you on the list? 2, 1. Okay. All right. So whether you are Denise or you are Rossi or you are a work lurker or you just didn't make the list, I want you to know that this message is for you. I'm going to start with Rossi, and we're just going to go right on down the line. After you listen, you can do what you want. Take everything that resonates. So what I want you to do is there is preparations that need to happen for you, Rossi. So there's a storm coming. Yep. There's a storm coming. And that's okay. That's okay. We need storms. And here's the mind frame that I want you to stay in. It's happening for me, not to me. Right? For me, not to me. Is it going to hurt? Maybe. Am I going to lose something? Maybe. Am I going to lose people? Maybe. Concept of loss? I don't know. But it is all possible, right? We could lose materialistic items. We could literally just lose emotions, right? We can lose something and we're not actually losing it if we're not using it, right? If it isn't benefiting us or we're not actually using it and it's just there, it's toting the ride, actually a loss. There is a way to rethink every situation. All right. So I'm going to need you to start net casting, and I'm going to need you to gather some things because there is an upcoming storm that is going to come to fruition. Right. So with this coming to fruition, prepare for what's to come. I'm going to need you to understand that it is about breaking. Get that out of there. No, get out of here. Don't throw it back at me. Did you see how they threw it right back at me? They blocked it. Like, next. I'm going to need you to understand that that is what we're breaking, right? Generational curses are meant to be broken. That's what shadow work ultimately does, right? Because when we recognize the pattern, we change the pattern into something positive. Guess what happens? The negative stops. It can't be fed positive. You can't feed negative with positive. Anybody that told you anything other than that is feeding you a line of fucking bullshit. You cannot take a zero and think that it is going to become something other than a zero. And we're not talking about it a zero as in a spiritual way. We're literally talking about a nothing. Nothing. If I'm starving and there's nothing to put in my hand, am I still going to get full? If my brain is lacking something, or I'm very one-sided about something, am I gaining anything? Shake that shit up. Shake that shit up, because you're not gaining anything. You're not losing anything, but you're not gaining anything, right? In fact, you will be gaining dust, shit that don't apply, negativity, nuisance, pain in the butt, shit that don't fit. Where am I going to put this at? I have nowhere for this to go. I'm accumulating bullshit that doesn't apply to me, right? So prep for something to come. What is it coming to do? It's coming to help you learn that there is deep quiet that needs you. Some of us don't need deep quiet, right? Some of us can't do deep quiet because we can't take the stillness. We have to have noise, right? I'm one of them weirdos that absolutely loves stillness, but when I go to sleep at night, I need noise. I need noise to sleep. Why is that? Why is my brain programmed to need noise? That thing. You see that thing right there? I even have a sleep timer on. Every night, it plays for 4 hours. Eventually, it's watching me. I'm not even watching it anymore. It's watching me sleep. Because I'm looking at the inside of my eyelids. So what you need to understand is we're programming the brain, right? Could that be something I could outgrow? Not right now. I don't want to, though. I'd be lying if I said it any other kind of way. Why? I'm not going to lie to myself. Yes, I use the TV to fall asleep. I use noise to fall asleep. And then guess what? Once I'm really in that REM, I don't have to worry about waking up because the TV's already set to go that night. By the time I'm reaching the REMs and that beautiful dream state and that restful sleep that I get, I am not worried about having to roll over, wake myself up, and turn the TV off. I don't have to hit any buttons. It's programmed all by itself. So if my TV can be programmed, guess what I'm thinking I can do to my brain? That needs to be programmed so that it goes to sleep, so that it heals, so that it becomes still, so that it becomes a place of meditation. So understand that the quiet, that deep stillness that is needed, it is literally needed for meditation. It is needed for peace of mind. And sometimes that alone is priceless. There is no way ever to take it from you once you earn it. But you also don't want to freely give out your peace of mind without knowing that you are receiving the same thing in return. Cautiously be very mindful of what you are meditating on, and understand that once the drum sounds, you need to incorporate that drum as your beginning and or your ending, right? Sometimes some of us meditate with a sound going on or a vibration or just something playing in the background, a loop of some kind, right? Whether it is a drum sound. Like I play drum sounds a lot, right? But it's the drum that either brings me into the meditation, or it could be a drum that brings you out. Hell, it could be a drum placement that goes into the meditation. And then once you meditate, you change the rhythm. And now it is a rhythm to disrupt that so that it becomes something else, and you can actively go to work, or you can actively take care of kids, or an ailing parent, or maybe you're a caregiver in general and you have to take care of patients or whatever. However or whatever it comes, make sure the drums are incorporated. You need your innocence to heal, right? So you literally need to take, the master has come through to say that innocence need you. There is a quest into the subconscious ahead of you. Your innocence, that little person inside of you, they need you. And in order to get there, you're going to have to dive into that subconscious and that unconscious, and you will do it through deep meditation and quiet. That's what I've got for you, babe. Ooh, I have cards everywhere, and I do mean everywhere. Oh well, I'll just add them to it. 100%, 100%. Swampy. Yes, little Rossi being held. 100%. All right, guys, I absolutely loved you. And yep, it took a couple hours today, but that was all part of the process. They're playing with my times and all of that, and it's all good. But I love you guys so much. I do have some private clients today. I am going to be back on Wednesday. Brother Thomas and I, this is our week to bring shadow back. So we will be on Brother Thomas's channel on Wednesday. I believe we're going to do 8 o'clock. But if the time goes back an hour or up an hour, it will all be in plenty of knowledge for everybody to know. But we will see you guys on Wednesday. That will be on Brother Thomas's channel. We love you guys. And until then, you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with us today. We love you so much for that. And thank you for spending your Monday with us. We'll see you Wednesday, guys. Bye, everybody. Wednesday, 8 p.m. There you go.